Hi guys, Jamie Francis here for Francis Brothers Films. Happy holidays, all that stuff. I know it's sort of like in between, it's like the weird in between days. I wanted to make a quick video about our 15-second horror short that we did. We did it for a competition that is, I believe, in their 4th year, called the 15-second horror short competition challenge thing. Anyway, it's ran by a really cool guy named Andrew Robinson. I actually submitted a short one day late for last year. Andrew actually reached out on YouTube and found the short that I had submitted for this year and reminded me that I could submit it. And I thought I already had submitted it, but by that time, so it's already been about a year since that point, if that makes any sense, I already had a better idea. Basically, I was cooking breakfast one day. I was cooking some sausages, and the type of sausage I had was like, I think it was like Walmart brand. It was like really cheap kind of like sausages. I only eat sausages. My wife doesn't eat sausages. So I was just making them for myself. And I just realized how cool it looked in the pan and how the sausages actually sort of looked like little fingers. Almost like kid fingers in a way, like to be really creepy. And so I had this, it hit me that I could make a really, I think a kind of a neat 15-second short out of it for the 15-second competition, where it's kind of reversed, where like a pig is eating humans. So it like, you know, that's basically the whole idea around it. I did submit it pretty late. I think it was within the last few hours to submit. I went back and forth with Dan with the idea, and he really liked the idea, and he actually went ahead and did some effects. He actually did the sausage part, but mostly visual effects without the actual sausage. And I just didn't, it was good, but it just looked a little too visual effects, and I wanted it as kind of like practical and more dirty, kind of. I had a real vision for it. So I decided to like re-buy those sausages. I made sure I got the right ones, and I did. And then I actually purchased, with help from Claire, my wife, some like cuticle, what do they, like a fingernail, fake fingernails, like, I guess. Couldn't find any that were like just sort of normal fingers, because like everything is all kind of like fancy and kind of different designs. But we did find one in Walmart. They were pretty pricey, actually. I think they ended up being about $15, and they melted really quick too. So we had to like really quickly. We basically had to fake that it was getting cooked. Like we cooked the sausages first, sort of had it kind of bubbling, and then turned it all off, and then put the fingernail on for the effect. I really thought that the effect, the sausages with the little nail on it, like with really quick cuts and stuff, that's the only way it sells. That's why I don't really show it. If you see the short, you only really see it one kind of off to the side, kind of almost like accidentally. And then the key shot, which I actually did a few days, maybe even weeks before the sausage shots, were the pig face, because I knew we were only gonna have it for maybe like, you know, 5 seconds in the shot, so we could really spend some time on it. I did a little test earlier. I did a test in I think like late September with I didn't even shoot my own face. I got some royalty-free stock footage just to see if I could you know, manipulate a face with visual effects and make it as practical looking as possible. Like I wanted the pig. I knew I couldn't like make the pig mask or anything like really practical. Like that would have been quite involved. Quite pricey. So I knew that, like with my skills in After Effects, I knew I had the skills to actually pull it off. But I definitely spent some time on it, and still not completely convinced that it was the best way to do it. You know, again, quick cuts, like we have it. The face shows up for maybe like 4 or 5 of the 15 seconds. His ear has some issues that like I tried to hide with like a lot of masking and feathering, and you know, you can get away with stuff like that when it's like really quick. I probably wouldn't even have made this video like if it wasn't getting a fairly decent reaction. So the competition's like quite lengthy. It's well, it starts I think in October, Halloween time, and then it ends basically now. They've announced like basically the top 20, and we made number 4. We ranked number 4 altogether out of like 500 plus submissions. There's a whole bunch of celebrity judges on it. We were mentioned in their top 10s. Basically, they picked top 10s and then it just accumulated kind of like an algorithm of like of how like those like a 10th place would be worth 1 point, a first place would be worth 10. So we were only picked by 1 or 2 people as number 1, but we were consistently like number 2, and in the top 10. We were consistently in the top 10 in a lot of them. Probably, I don't want to say half, but I haven't really looked into it, but probably more than half, which was pretty cool. And I'm actually blown away. Like for the amount of time we put into it and stuff, like it wasn't something we really like, put like weeks into or anything, and did a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And to be mentioned in some people's lists, Lloyd Kaufman from Trauma, he mentioned it. He listed it as number 8, his 8th best vote, which is like Lloyd Kaufman to me is like a bit of a legend. Yeah, just a good number 4 out of 500 plus submissions is like pretty cool. And top 5, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of unbelievable actually. So thanks for the support for all you guys, and a few of you guys who come on a regular basis, like Forrest Stevens, big shout out to you for checking us out a lot. Check out his channel. He kills it. Regular content on his channel, quite a bit different than our stuff, but like because we're kind of similar, like he lives very close to us. Big fans of him. Yeah, it's McGee. It's McGee. I see him showing up in the comments a lot still. That's super cool. You guys are awesome. I hope you had a good year this year, and yeah, I'm gonna stop this rambling video. But thanks a lot. See you next time.